EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Miami Dolphins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Got it. Ready?
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, Lance flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down inside the 30. 2 to Tyreek for the Miami first. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.A. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. H.A. on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 1 now. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this.
Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. And that is caught. Touchdown Miami. Tyreek Hill laying himself out in the end zone. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. after the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Sanders. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story all night.
Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here's Lance. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
You look at this Niner defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
They'll run for it with A-Chain.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Down. Slide through. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Well, Lance throws the interception, his third. Picked off by Cam Smith.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think they have nickel. They have an extra DB out there.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hustle, hustle. Set.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Lance.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Red, yellow. Set.
Play action, now it's Lance.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Set, hut.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The Dolphins at 2-8 now in the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Throwing on first down is Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On second down, here's Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now Lance.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here's Hill on the return.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Tua, a final shot before half.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Running right, here's A-Chain.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A-Chain here. They stay on the ground.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Down.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. Lance now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On play action, Lance. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Miami. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's A-Chain. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Tua now on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
Dolphins, 14.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins have tied things up here in the fourth. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest to this fourth quarter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Lance. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you could possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Sanders on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Off of play action, here's Lance. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And the 49er first down.
Ready, break. Hut, hut.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Lance.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Now Moody for the PAT.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Tua.
Open net is Waddle, complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And partner, the tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And he fires one incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this time.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
It's 3rd and 7.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7.
Watson, Oscar. Hey. 20, TX. Whoa.
Here's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Tua. Now it's A-Chain headed right. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
A big play here, 3rd and 2. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Christian McCaffrey inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 88 yards. And the Niners strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Moody good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing Tua. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And able to get this to the 31. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ready.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Watch it. 6.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Here's 1st and 10. Now Tua. Throw caught by Oche. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
49-yard line.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Out.
Tua to throw. That'll be caught by Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. On a completed pass, got to get down quickly and call a timeout. Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, and this is nervous time now. They decided to go for it right there. Fortunately, still a little bit of time left for another shot. But this one almost certainly has to be in the end zone.
Solo left Zion. 21G. 21G. Turbo 2 ice jab. Ice jab. Turbo 2 ice jab.
One final try for Tagovailoa. And he's in for the touchdown with the clock reading triple zeros. And the extra point, if they hit it, will send this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. Do you see some fans holding up 2 fingers? Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught. What a call with no time remaining. And with that 2 points, they win the game. So let's recap. How about the guts in this one? You score on the final play. Thought they were just going to try the PAT and tie it, send it to overtime. Charles, they went for 2, and they won it right there.
Well, the book, right? You know the book that everyone plays by, right?
Yeah.
That mythical book says, kick it, get to overtime, you're covered. If you don't, you go for 2 and you don't get it, your job could be in jeopardy. But sometimes people just know their teams. They may have felt like they were out of gas. They had to have it now, and they did it and got out of there with a win.
So for Miami, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll look to get back on track next.